Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. We're following developing election news out of Macon County involving a candidate for sheriff. The county's election board unanimously voted to remove Democrat Jeffrey Canady from the November ballot. Megan Western was at the meeting. She joins us now in studio to break it all down. Megan, walk us through what's happening right now.
Good evening, Lori. It's a pretty complicated situation. When Canady qualified to run in the Democratic primary in May, his sheriff certification status was pending under a review by a state standards and training council. That status is allowed in the qualifying rules, but in June, his certification was revoked, and Canady never appealed the decision, and that's where things get tricky. To become a sheriff in Georgia, you have to take an oath.
I do swear that I will faithfully execute our writs, warrants directed to me as sheriff of this county.
Those are tasks that Jeffrey Canady could not complete without his post certification. The state's Peace Officer Standards and Training Post Council revoked it after he pleaded guilty to excessive force while being a school resource officer in 2019. Post documents say a student hit him in the back and he pushed her against the wall, knocked her down, and broke her glasses. In June, the state council took away his certification and he can't get it back for 2 years.
And I have all those documents attached in that packet, and we'll start with the very first one.
During Friday's meeting, board members weighed their options. State law says that candidates have until 6 months after taking office to become post-certified. So the election board could have let him stay on the ballot, but they'd have to remove him 6 months later if he won.
Then we have to get rid of him, and then we have to have another election that's only going to cost the county more money.
All 6 members agreed this was not ideal. The board said that could cost roughly $8,500.
We felt like he should have handled this situation before he applied for sheriff.
But since it wasn't, the board voted to disqualify him, leaving the county to settle on a new sheriff candidate who can take the oath of office. As for next steps, we did speak with Canady. He says he plans to appeal the decision. Other interested candidates have until September 1st to qualify. They'll be write-in candidates, and if no one qualifies, Republican Richard Martin will be the only name on the November ballot. Lori?
Thank you, Megan. The office is currently occupied by Gene Hardage Jr. He took over when Sheriff Leonard Johnson died in May from medical problems. Johnson had decided not to run for re-election. We're less than 100 days away from the November general election, and if you're planning to vote, you must register by October 7th. Early voting will begin in late October. It depends on your county, and Election Day is on November 5th. You can find more election information online at 13WMAZ.com.